Hi Taurus, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a love reading for October. We have how does your person feel about you? So this is whoever you have on your mind, and this is the present position, just like in all my readings. If the present position does not make sense to you, I don't know, Taurus. If the present position doesn't make sense to you, this is how does your person feel about you. So usually I would say come back to the reading at a later time where the present position will make sense to you. But in this situation, it may not make sense to you because you may not know how your person feels about you, right? Because that's the whole point of why you're watching. How does my person feel about me, or how does my person feel about you reading? Anyway, just grin and bear it. See what happens towards the end of the reading. Here I have your position and here I have their position. So in this larger tarot deck is your how you feel about your person in that particular alignment, and then this is how they feel about you with this tarot deck. So quite strongly, and I've already pulled the Romance Angels cards, and immediately what I have is let's show you that first and give you an idea of what is happening here in this energy. So what's happening is we have the let your friends help you card, how you feel about them, and we have the past life relationship card. For them, we have the codependency card. Now, I'm a clinical psychologist, and this deck was made around the 80s when codependency was such a buzzword. But just like the word ego, it is misused and bastardized. So I'm not going to give you your version of what you think codependent is. I'm going to pick it up energetically, how your person feels about you. So let's just start with your position. So in the past life romance angel card here, and let your friends help you, there's an interesting dynamic that's going on with the both of you. The thing is that there is it feels like a dichotomy. It feels like two sides of a coin. On one side of the coin, you have an incredible amount of connection with this person, lust, passion, just intensity. There's an intense draw to your person. Now, I'm a believer in past lives, but I don't like to kind of bring that into the tarot readings unless the spirit world brings it in. Spirit, are you bringing it in? Can you tell me more about the past life card? Is there a past life relationship here? Spirit says it doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling that you're getting. So the feeling is unexplainable. So usually when you meet somebody from a past life, you just have this instant connection. You have an instant draw to them. And sometimes it's two-way, meaning it's reciprocal. But oftentimes it isn't. One person feels it more stronger than the other. And that is actually quite normal. And so we have here you feeling an intense, powerful connection with this person. And however, right, the flip side of this coin is this friendship card right here. So there's this kind of one moment you can be in a really, really passionate exchange with this person where you want to consume them on every level, and to control that you go from one end of the spectrum to the other where you're like, okay, that's my friend, we're friends, you don't treat your friend the way you treat your lover, right? So you two are not together. You're struggling with this. It shows here that you're flipping back and forth. Spirit, do you want to give me the meaning of codependency here? So it feels as if your person How they feel about you is that there is dependency going on in your life and it has nothing to do with them. It feels as if, so I always look at actually codependency as a very positive card, because if you have children, then they're codependent on you, right? They depend on you for their survival, for their happiness, for their needs, and all of these kinds of things. So this card shows here that you have responsibilities that you have to take care of and you have to prioritize. So how they feel about you is that you have priorities. Interestingly enough, I do not feel this back and forth energy that you have, where there's an intense amount of passion and yet you're trying to maintain it and contain it by flipping, kind of going from your heart energy, or should I say your groin energy, to your head energy, right? Your mind. So trying to use your mind in a very, very strong way to balance out the intensity of what you're feeling for your person and trying to manage that. In the present position, to further clarify, we have the strength in the upright position for you, the strength card, and we have the Two of Cups. You want union with this person. You are, so Spirit, bring it forward. Bring it forward for me, please. There's a lot of hidden energy here, Taurus. There's a lot of compatibility. There's a lot of things that you think that you have in common. There is something from this person that you feel is a complete, I don't want to say that corny line from that movie, "You complete me," but there is a mirroring going on, right? There is a complementary aspect to this relationship that you find extremely satisfying, and it gives you a lot of strength. It gives you a lot of power. It makes you feel empowered. So the Two of Cups signifies that you want union with this person. In the Strength card, it shows that also that you think that your person is extremely strong, independent, fierce, has the ability to keep you on your toes, keep you in check. Why do you need that, Taurus? What's going on? So it feels as if they make you, they're the lion tamer, right? Here in this card, they're the lion tamer. And in order for them to be the lion tamer symbolically, what happens is the lion has to have a lot of trust in them. And in order for the lion to have a trust in them, they have got to be submissive to the lion tamer. So it's like you're the lion and they're the lion tamer. So in a way, things that are normally out of control in your life, or where there's just kind of like no real flow of energy or how to use that energy, this person, by the nature of who they are, tames the beast within you. This person knows how to harness that energy without you saying anything. They don't even know that they're doing it. Their presence alone calms you. In one way it calms you, in another way it excites you, right? In another way it's kind of like you want to be tamed by them. You want to be submissive to them. And that shows a great amount of respect and reverence for the person that you're dealing with. That's really nice, Taurus. That's really powerful. Oh, crying out loud, Taurus. How do they feel about you? I don't know what you did, but the King of Wands came out in the reverse and the Six of Cups came out in reverse. So something's going on in their dynamic with you, completely different than the way that you're seeing the relationship. And that's okay, Taurus, right? Because human beings are unique, and while you may have similarities and likes and dislikes that are the same, and communication and different things that are strengths in a relationship, it doesn't mean that you don't both have different ideas about the relationship. And what's happening with your person is so something has happened in this relationship where there was a lot of passion for you, there was a lot of desire for you, they felt the fire within the way that you did. But right here it shows that they do not want to repeat their past right here. So there is something in the way that you're coming forward that makes them think about what they've been through, and that they don't want only one aspect of the relationship. They don't want half of their needs met. They want all of their needs met in a relationship, whether that be with you or whoever. They want all of their needs met, because here it shows that the past is very strong in their energy, and where they thought that they had everything, they didn't. What they had was this. What they had was the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands technically in the tarot deck is a player. The tarot deck with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands loves you and leaves you. The Knight of Wands takes what they want from you, usually sexually, and can have a very passionate relationship with you and make you feel like you're the one, and then they bugger off the next morning, or the next year, or the next 10 years, or whatever it is. So they wheel you in and make you feel like you're in partnership with them, but really what's going on is that player energy. So something is getting triggered in this person where you're only giving, you're not at this point where you can give 100%. And so what it's reminiscent of is past experiences that this person has had that they do not want to relive. Now, it also shows that remember I said that there's a lot of hidden emotions here? Let me go into the strength position and let me show you what came out, because that was crazy what came out. You both got the same card for the strength position. You both got the same card. You both got the Eight of Cups. You got it in the upright position. They got it in the reverse position. Spirit, do you want to tell me about the Eight of Cups in the strength position for Taurus, for them? How they feel about their person and how their person feels about them. Can you bring it forward clearly? Okay, so the strength position for you is you have a lot of hidden emotions for this person. This person doesn't know really the extent of how you feel. I don't know if they know at all how you feel. I don't know if you're able to verbalize it or express it. I feel in one way that you do express it. In one way, you're extremely vulnerable to them, but you know what? They don't know you. So they don't know that this is a part of you that's so vulnerable that you never show anybody. So in your mind, you're being very, very open to them and completely raw and completely vulnerable. But there are parts of your life, because it shows right here, the Eight of Cups, that you're walking away from, that they have absolutely, that they're blind to. They do not know the full story of who you are and what you are. But the thing is in the strength position, you're giving them the part of you that is the most sacred part of you. It's just that they don't know it. And it's going to cause issues. In fact, it's caused issues because it has, you're trying to explain something that they would only know through experience, but they don't have the experience with you because there's a disconnect in your relationship and an aspect of your relationship of coming together. So you've got the Eight of Cups. you're moving towards them. This is the hidden emotions that you have for them. You're completely vulnerable. This person is motivating you to leave the past in the past. Like, you can't be bothered anymore. It will take care of itself. That chapter is closing in your life, and you are moving in your mind and in your spirit towards this person to uncover and reveal your emotions. Not immediately, but it's sitting in your strength position. Bloody hell, Taurus. And look at what they're doing. Because they don't know the full extent of how you feel, or maybe really understand what you've been verbalizing to them, there is a miscommunication here. So in their energy, they're looking at, there's possibility here, but Taurus is taking advantage of my love, of what I give. Then they're not holding it sacred. They feel like, that the emotions are hidden, and they haven't got time for it. They're in a place in their life, it's like, show me who you are or piss off, right? They're in a place of, I don't have time for this. I'm ready and waiting now because I've got all these spilled cups of love and I'm not going to do it again. If you look at this picture, your cups are not spilled. So you're in a situation where everything is more intact in your life than it is in theirs. Their life needs more stability, and they're looking to create that with somebody. So, but it's sitting in the strength position. Spirit, do you want to tell me why their person is in the Eight of Cups reverse? Reverse? Tell me more. Tell me more then. Tell me more. It's not a lost situation, Spirit is saying. You're mirroring each other. You mirrored each other right here, literally, in the Two of Cups. And you're mirroring each other right here in the strength position. It's just that you're in the upright position, they're in the reverse position. So they're taking a time out. They're taking a break from the stress of the interaction because they don't want anything to be hidden. They want everything to be fully revealed, and it's not being revealed, or they feel like it's not being revealed, so they feel like they have to hold back. And here we have let your friends help you, and this is where we go from a passionate relationship to a much more diluted relationship and stepping it down into friendship. It's kind of it's kind of like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you may feel that it got kind of downgraded a little bit, and it's because your person just needs to set up that guard with you because it's difficult for them. And here we go, right? So this is a challenge for the both of you. I mean, it sounds like what I was saying, that was a challenge, but that was the strength. The strength is that you're being vulnerable. It's the problem is they don't know it. They don't understand you. They don't know you well enough. There is a distortion in time here, or distance, and there's some type of distortion that's going on. And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And so in the challenge position for you, how you feel about them, we've got the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Spirit, do you want to bring forward the Ten of Swords clearly, the Five of Swords clearly, and the Five of Cups? Because there has been a disconnect between the two of you, there's not been resolution. Initially, you were feeling quite really like a sense of betrayal in a way, that this person cannot kind of ride the wave with you, and that they cannot accept what you're giving them, because for you it's the most important part of yourself, but for them that's not. It's kind of like the equivalent of you give somebody a 4-carat diamond engagement ring and you propose to them, But this person is happy with cubic zirconia from Walmart, right? Because it's not the ring that has any value, it's their connection to you. So for lack of a better term, I hate bloody using this, but your love languages are very, very different. And so this has caused you initially some betrayal, or feeling like you're a fool for being so vulnerable. But again, your person is not rejecting you. They're not rejecting who you are. They want what they want, and you want what you want. And so you're giving of yourself, this very vulnerable part of yourself, and they're saying, not enough. Right? I don't know what that means. Put it into context, right? And it may be that that diamond 4-carat Tiffany ring is your entire life savings, but they don't know that. They don't know that this is, or it could be passed down from your great-great-grandmother, right? And it's the most valued possession that you have, and you're giving it to them. All they're seeing is that it's a diamond, it's material wealth, and it means nothing to them. And so there's a disconnect in your communication. And so it's caused conflict in the relationship here. And here we have you feeling left out in the cold by them, not knowing what to do, but wishing and wanting this relationship with them. How do they feel about you? I mean, I got to be just clearly honest with you, Taurus. They're looking at their options. For some of you, it means that they're looking at what are the possibilities, what are the different outcomes, what are the different scenarios with you that they can deal with. And they're looking at the challenges that will impact them if they take any of those options, right? So it could be things like moving in together. It could be joining your finances together. It could be like whatever, taking the relationship to the next level. And so they're looking at all their options, and they're looking at the red flags. For others of you that are not in a committed relationship with this person, your person straight up is looking at other options. They're looking at red flags. Your person is very focused on red flags. And again, it's because of this energy right here of what they've been through. They've been through the player energy, right? So once you've been played once, and those of you that have been played, you know that once you've been played once and you've been taken for a fool, and someone's taken a great part of your life and destroyed it, by being a player and abandoned you, neglected you, love bombed you, gaslighted you, you'll be damned if you let that happen again. It doesn't matter if bloody Jesus Christ came down and said, hey, I'm the one for you. You're like, you know what, prove it. So that's what's going on with them. That part of it has nothing to do with you. That is their history stopping them from making the same mistake again. Just as much as in your history, one of the reasons why you're so attracted to them is you're trying to find a situation that doesn't happen again. You're kind of in the same boat, but you're going in a different direction, or you're not reading each other appropriately. You're both trying to avoid the past repeating itself, but neither one of you have the same past, and so it's very difficult for the other sometimes to understand why it's such a boundary, why it's such a particular issue. Okay, so there's some disconnect that's going on here in the communication and understanding each other. In the outcome, I don't have room, Taurus. I'm just stick the cards over here. Hopefully it doesn't get too ruined in the shop. Crap. Taurus, I need an assistant. Do you want to be my assistant? All right. So outcome. I mean, Taurus, if I didn't know better, I'd say you're in love. Got the Ace of Cups here, which those of you that know tarot know that it means that you're in love. It's a new beginning in love. The outcome is a new beginning. But the problem is it going to be with this person? Because we have the Four of Swords right here. Healing needs to take place. And we have the Six of Swords. And you having to leave the past behind. Leave behind. You know, there's some healing that needs to take place. Right now, I mean, this is what this shows. This shows that you're not on your own in the outcome. Because the Nine of Coins is in reverse. And so it shows that you're in love with your person. It shows that you're not on your own. It shows here that you need to heal from your prior situation. There is more healing to take place. And you've got to leave behind the past, but you're in a situation that you can't leave behind the past. The past you're bringing right into your future. It's not something that you can disconnect from for whatever reason. And so the outcome that's your outcome. It looks like you're in love with your person. You want a life with your person. You want to, and I see this growing. I see the more you cannot have what you want, or the more difficult it gets to have union with your person, the more your feelings grow. The more this past situation that you're dealing with is a hindrance to you. The barriers, and it doesn't have to be a past situation. It could actually be a current situation, but there's just so much complexity to it that, you know, there are people involved. There are dynamics involved. It's not a matter of you getting up and just walking away and moving towards the future that you want and living out this passionate exchange with your person. And so what I see in the outcome, remember this is only right now in the month of October, what I see is just friendship. We got the Three of Cups. I see you guys enjoying each other's friendship. You know, these are cups, right? So cups represent in tarot love. We got the Three of Cups. And here we've got the Ace of Cups. So here it looks like I mean, if you haven't said it already, even if you have said it, Taurus, you are head over heels in love with your person. Head over heels, arse over heels, everything over heels in love with your person. They do not understand just how all-encompassing that is for you. And so so you would rather have something than have nothing in this outcome in October. You would rather have the friendship. You would rather have the joy that they bring into your life. You'd rather have the frivolity, the exchange, the superficialness of the relationship until things get sorted out on your end. It is not showing that things have to get sorted out on their end. It's on your end, right? That things have to get sorted out. So I feel here, Spirit, do you want to, you know, do you want to summarize for me? Spirit is making me feel here that you're going to go through moments, Taurus, of feeling really conflicted, really lonely in this situation, feeling in your head. You know, the problem with being in your head is the more that you're in your head, the more distorted things become. And you know, we all do this. This is kind of normal, where we make up narratives based upon our insecurities, based upon our fears, based upon what we think about ourselves in times where there's, you know, where we're afraid of losing the person that we really, really want, that we're really connecting to. So it looks like, you know, best not to keep it in your mind, best to talk about it. We have let your friends help you. In this situation, this could be a therapist, this could be somebody that's very wise that you look up to, that's impartial in your life, where you just need objectivity and they would give you the truth but remain objective. They don't have an agenda, they don't have an investment in the outcome. It looks like in the month of October, you take what you can get, which is mostly friendship, mostly, you know, and I think this is a good thing. You know, you know, balance is missing from this relationship. I can see it in the energy here. And that's why you two have taken your separate corners. So the one thing that always brings every single person together in any contentious situation or challenging and difficult situation is friendship, right? So when two countries go to war, what's the first thing they say after peace talks? They shake their hands and say, this is my friend, right? Because we don't hurt our friends. We don't, we watch out for our friends. We want the best for our friends. We want to understand our friends. So even though, Taurus, this may be quite difficult for you to bear, try to understand that if right now all you can do is build upon the friendship part of the relationship, that is one of the cornerstones to a foundation of a long-lasting relationship. So yes, you may have intimacy, you may have all kinds of things going on that you've never had before, but you don't want to ignore the most primal thing of all, which is friendship. I was going to say trust, but I do think that you trust your person, and I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue here is just, you know, dealing with the difference of opinions that you both have and where you are in what you need. Both of you need different things, and you are trying to work it out, but you're spinning your wheels a little bit. Have some patience, Taurus. Allow whatever feelings that you're having to happen. Trust that your person is not personalizing any of this. It's not about you. You have your history, they have their history, and you're doing certain things and making decisions in your life based upon your history. You can't fault them for doing the same thing, okay? All right, Taurus, you're in love, and that's for damn sure. And let's see what happens in November. Talk to you soon.